Things could be strange, the things you said to me. Scream, I could have laughed until I cried. Strange, I couldn't take you for my bride. To the bone, cold, your lips were like kissing stone. Love, you said that love is all you need. Cold, you taught the Beatles let it bleed.
That was my ending. Thank you.
Strange, how funny things could be. Strange, the things you said to me. Scream, I could have laughed until I cried. Strange, I couldn't take you for my bride. Yes, he comes, Miss Tomorrow. stone. Love, you said that love is all you need. Cold, you taught the Beatles let it bleed. Here she comes, Miss Tomorrow. Here she comes, Miss Tomorrow. Here she comes.
Here she comes.
Miss Tomorrow.
What happened to Miss Yesterday?
Don't know about that. Oh, I'm on low power over here.
If you
all the way
missed
down to
that,
7.
you're gonna have to just roll with it, pal.
It's gonna go out. It started at 11. Now it's at 7.
At 7 already?
Yeah.
Oh well, if it crashes, it crashes.
There's that.
Told you not. Well,
Happy Wednesday,
told
children
you not to
of
drink
the
and drive.
lawn.
Children, it is.
They're making s'mores tonight.
And as you can see, the motif has shifted,
Woo! Like
looking
that colorful
forward
ball up there.
to a colorful new year. Well, that's my 21st century schizoid ball.
Oh, we got Mr. OG in the house.
Oh, gee! It's the OG. What was it? A to the OG. A to the OG. Do you remember?
No.
Not even close. Okay, so.
Oh, yeah. That was Succession.
Yeah, but what's his father's name? Roy, something Roy.
Right. Yep.
I don't remember. Anyway, this is the good thing. You can watch the same 6 movies for like months and never realize that you've already seen it. It's good.
What are you talking about?
What?
What movie?
I don't know.
Oh, about getting older?
Oh,
Oh.
meanwhile, I got to tell you, we were crying pretty good last night after the show.
Oh my gosh.
We've got stuff for you for next week.
Oh, we're not letting that cat out of the bag.
Oh, God.
Sue, Logan Roy, that's right.
Logan Roy. L to the
yes.
OG.
L to the OG.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, something like that.
L to the OG.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 4 people got that.
Oh, Sue did.
Well, of course Sue did, because she's on top of it all. So, you guys know how much I like a theme. So I gave today's show a theme.
Wilding on Wednesday.
But I'm wilding with a theme.
Wilding with a theme.
So, could you guess what the theme is? Oh, wow, wow. Oh, wow, 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 wow. No? I used to sing that part. Well, there's a theme. And I tell you what, you start a rock band whenever you do, and you don't get in it with any expectation. You just get in it and you start driving it around. It's like a new sports car. Drive it as fast and as hard as you can and hope you don't blow it up. If it blows up, well, okay.
A lot of them do blow up.
A lot of
sooner or
them
later.
do blow up. Had a friend who sat on the side of the alley and watched his burn up in front of his eyes.
I'm not talking about cars,
I know what
I'm
you're talking about. I
bands.
know what you're talking about. Well, but this one didn't burn up like that. This one just had to
This
stop.
one did not.
It had to stop because it was interfering with somebody's grand plans.
That's right.
And I understand that.
I do
And
too.
the thing about it is you put a fair amount of time into creating. It's not like you just go out and say, hey, let's do this and start doing it. There's a lot of prep. There's a lot of decision making. Then you know. And so, but we were in it, man. I mean, you know, talking about the Xander band, we were in it.
The Robin Zander
The Robin
band.
Xander band, as opposed to the
Sailor
Adam
Xander.
Xander band. So, a couple of the things from tonight are from the Arcada Theater. Some of the stuff is from various shows. You'll recognize most of it, I'm sure. I think some of it you haven't seen. You've seen something from the show, but I don't know if you've seen these particular cuts. So I'm going to start off with a little promo. Why? Because I can.
You can.
She's a bad little girl in my neighborhood. She's got a back street seven. Dancing days here again. The song even go. I got my flower, I got my power. I got a woman alone. I pay any price just to get you. I'd work all my life and I will to win you. I stand naked, stoned and stabbed. I call that a bargain, the best I've ever had. Look, my baby blue. What can I do? What can I say? Thinking about the times you drove in my car. Thinking that I might have drove you too far. And I'm thinking about the love that you laid on my table. Quiver down the backbone. I get the shakes in the knee bone. Quiver in my thigh. Shaking all over. Stone free to do our please. Stone free to ride the breeze. Stone free.
Now,
Yeah.
you see, we were serious. And the thing about it is, you don't just jump right in day one and start making all these plans like, let's do this and let's do that and let's do this. But along the way, as you progress, I mean, this is the way it was for us. You figure out, hey, let's do this kind of music, or let's talk about this song, or let's talk about writing a song. And then, obviously we did that sizzle reel that was edited, and it was pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I thought that was very good.
But some stuff, everything don't fly. Everything does not fly. I mean, it flies for a while, but it's rare to see. Well, it's rare to see people standing up on their own without any help.
What? What the fuck are you talking
I have
about?
no freaking idea. I'm having trouble standing up on my own. But no, I won't, because why?
All right. We are prepared for anybody that's bringing gloom.
I'm ready for you.
We're not having it. This is the no
Gloom Ballroom.
Oh, Frank says butter don't fly. A lot of things don't fly.
Butter don't fly? I get it. Ha ha ha.
What?
Butter don't fly? Butterfly?
Ah.
Oh, if that's like, if your feet smell and your nose runs, you're built upside down.
Oh, okay. That's like
Oh.
going back to grammar
Okay,
school.
give me my books, please. All right. Anyway, so let's see. So I picked out some gems for you. And like I said, I don't know that you've seen all of these or not. I'm pretty sure one of them you might have seen once. There's another one in here I don't think you've seen, but I don't know. You can correct me if I'm wrong because I can't hear you. So it's Wednesday, guys. Wednesday.
We're wilding.
And we are wilding. And let me tell you what, I can't tell you how wild we are. We are so wild that we should live outside. I don't know. Oh, speaking of living outside, I think I've been living outside too long. Okay, so what's next on the hit parade, babe?
Okay, we got the Robin Zander Band doing Reactionary Girl at the Arcada in Chicago.
I can tell. What's your...
The next song we're going to do is a song from a solo record I did in the 90s. It's called Reactionary Girl. The other jacket was just too hot.
And that one's just too cool. One, two, three.
My personal favorites.
But you like the other one too.
Yes, I do. But
Okay.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, no, that was fun. It was good learning, these songs. I think that was a solo record from solo album. I don't really remember
Yeah,
where
it
they all
was.
came from.
Which was?
Because while we did Tell It to the World, which I don't know, I have to ask the fans. I think Tell It to
I
the
like
World.
Reactionary Girl better than Miss Tomorrow, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because you are.
Ha!
And you'll never miss tomorrow.
No, I won't.
So, no, it was good doing that.
Gail
and-
says it's from his first solo album.
oh, it is?
Okay.
Okay. Tell It to the World we're talking about, right?
No, I think Reactionary Girl. I don't know what. Well,
No, I know Reactionary Girl is from a solo album, and I think the other one. Well, you know what?
This Tomorrow
I just
was-
hit the drums with a stick.
And then Cheap Trick did This Tomorrow. Reactionary Girl, though, was from a solo album.
I don't need to know the answer to questions. I have
And
sticks.
Robin did not write it.
Did not write Reactionary Girl?
No.
Which one did he write? Tell It to the World?
Yeah, Tell It to the World.
Well, whatever. That's a great song. And it was fun, you know, it was fun. I mean, we we did the Cheap Trick stuff and we learned quite a bit of it. You know, we didn't want to keep playing the same one over and over, try to keep it somewhat fresh. But then, you know, we just started picking up songs, and he would call something out at rehearsal or sound check, and we'd just play it. And I think, no, that wasn't that one, but one of these is that way. And
I think the next one.
What?
I think the next one.
Oh, yeah?
At Yabo.
Oh, this is actually the first real gig that we ever played. The first real one that wasn't a fundraiser before the Xander band started going out on the road. This was the first Shakeout gig, even before
Hideaway.
Yeah, Hideaway.
Yeah.
Which is where the opening song at the top of the show was recorded, at Hideaway.
Right.
But boy, it's a nest of information here. And so, all right, well,
It's rock and roll show and tell. Got a show and
Oh.
tell.
Do I hear a dog?
I don't think so.
Doggy.
I don't think you do.
Doggy. No, I don't
Your
think so.
chair squeaking.
He's probably, oh, my chair squeaking, huh?
Yeah. It is.
I'm sure. Could be. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. Give it a treat.
Oh, plethora.
Plethora, yes. A plethora. So here, put this in your plethora and smoke it.
Okay, this is the Robin Zander Band's first gig ever at Yabo,
Right.
Fort
And
Myers.
we rehearsed here at our house.
Yeah, and this is I'm Losing You by
Yeah.
John Lennon.
Oh, I thought it was by Billy St. John.
Inside joke.
Somehow the wires have crossed. Communications lost. Can't even get you on the telephone.
yes, oh yes.
Aha.
Now, the interesting thing about that was, we rehearsed here the day before, right?
Yep.
And then we went and did that, and we had a sound check.
Mhm.
And I don't know that we really went over anything. And if you can, the thing that was fun about that band, and the thing that was always interesting about that band, is you could see Robin was reading lyrics off a frickin' napkin or whatever it was. And it wasn't, nobody had anything to prove. It was just a bunch of musicians with a bunch of songs and a bunch of energy, and let's go out and run around the park.
Mhm.
And it was almost like you get to go back to, you ever have those dreams when you went back to school and you like knew stuff, and you know, because I used to have the dreams that I still didn't know anything, but you used to have the dreams where you knew stuff, and you know, when you were a kid, and it was kind of like being in that band was like that, because you knew all the pitfalls of being in a, you know, a nightclub, theater, shed act like that. And we could avoid them. And one of the things was we never wanted to get bored. And no one ever, I mean, especially Robin, but 100% Robin, nobody ever did like the diva trip, or, oh, we must do this song, or we can never do that. It just wasn't that way. It was very much egalitarian. How's that?
I don't know
Well,
what that even means.
I'm not sure I do either. I hope.
Was that the Carly Simon word?
No, I know. Carly Simon made up her own words. And
Oh, now Gail wants to know if that was filmed in sepia tone or black and white. Well, we don't know, who filmed that.
I'm not even sure who filmed that. Although I'll tell you, that
I
was,
think it looked like black and white.
we did 2 nights there, right? And we broadcast both nights live.
Yep.
And that looked like it was only one of the cameras. So
It was a live stream.
we had a 3-camera shoot for that. That was fun. I mean, we had a truck outside with the engineer in it, and
An RV outside for the dressing room.
an RV outside for the dressing room. What are we going to do for dressing room? Well, we got this here RV.
Well, now Frank says you didn't learn that at the Cage.
No. What didn't I learn at the Cage? That song?
I don't know.
I didn't learn that at the Cage. I'm not sure. You know, that was a great experience, though. I mean, did you do the whole boxing thing and go through all that? Because I was just in the school, and
Doing the art thing.
yeah, I was doing the art thing. That was Joyce, I think, was our art teacher back then, and she was awesome. She taught me oh God, she taught me a technique called scoring. We have and I'm not talking about the kind of scoring that we already knew.
What are you looking for?
I was looking for like a scissors or a knife or something, but I can't. Anyway.
Yeah, scissors.
Oh, good. Here you go. Okay, so this is called scoring. I'm gonna.
And then we have, let's see.
Then what
What
happens?
did you do with the nail file?
I don't know.
I mean, the letter opener.
Oh, anyway, I put it down. It's right. I don't know. It's here.
Yeah. Mhm.
You want it?
I don't know. He said the big word, Frank.
Is it a big word? Egalitarian.
Oh, you didn't learn that big word at the Cage.
I get it now. It's tough when you
I don't
do.
know where he learns half of these
So
big
this
words.
is scoring. Okay, for those of you, this is scoring.
That was last school he went
Ready?
to, Frank.
See that? See what just happened there? Right?
Yeah,
Now,
that's
no
what
one-
you do with ribbons. to
No
make
one,
them
no one
curly.
brings me any drugs. That's not that kind of scoring. But
That's how you make ribbons curly.
it's also how you make a filter. Are the little kids watching this show? I don't know. I hope not. It says not made for kids. Anyway, this is how you make the little filter. You know, if you have that much stuff and you decide you want to be cool.
Or he said paper chain.
Yeah, no, paper chain. No. For
Filter for your joint.
yeah.
Paper chain. Oh, and she's laughing.
I was, you know, I said I only showed that because Frank said what I didn't learn at Educage,
The
and
big word.
this is what I did learn at Educage: how to make a
That's like grammar school stuff.
Scoring
What was it really meant for?
was meant to make, to make things do this, to make paper curls and three-dimensional art or whatever we were doing.
Oh, like curly hair?
Yeah, curly hair, or if you were doing an abstract and you did it in different colors and you stuck them all on, it was that. But I remembered the technique after school.
Yeah, Frank says rolling 101.
That really was. And it's funny that you should say that, because I was just thinking about the girl that taught me how to roll. I think I was 12 years old. And Jeannie and her sister, Sylvia.
Mm-hmm.
They were nuts. Anyway.
Well, Frank said sponsored by Newport. Yeah, that's what.
Sponsored by Newport. Yeah. I mean, do you think that we bought ourselves any time by switching to Newport lights? We did do that, didn't we?
No.
We never did?
Nope. Just stuck with Newports.
Really? We never even tried lights or anything like that?
Not that I recall.
I remember the first time we went to England in the 80s, and there were no menthol cigarettes there at all.
Which is very weird.
Yeah. Couldn't find them. Menthol cigarettes, they give you the English, And
if you smoke menthol, you don't want plain.
Yeah, you don't want like Gauloise or whatever that, what that Nat Sherman crap that Lisa used to smoke. So we're sitting, I don't remember where we were, maybe in the kitchen, and we're smoking. What were we smoking? What were we actually buying? What were the name of those cigarettes that we had to buy? Do you remember?
No.
No. Next show. Anyway, we had to buy, it's the only thing that even came close to like a Marlboro or anything like that, right? So we said to John's mother, there's no menthol cigarettes. And she said, menthol cigarettes? No. Oh, no. Menthol cigarettes. I said, well, she said, but
she was resourceful, Queen.
if you like the menthol, go into the chemist and ask for some crystals.
Yes.
Some
menthol crystals.
Menthol crystals. I'm thinking, am I going to get busted for doing this? So we go into Stowe, which is it's like going back in time. You're waiting for knights or some shit to come through the street, or some banners at least, or somebody going, hear ye, hear ye, because it's 500 years old, and it looks 500 years old, not decrepit 500 years old, but 500 years old. The rocks are 500 years old. Anyway, so we go into the chemist and we said, we need some menthol crystals, please. Oh, right. Gives us a little tin, right? A little round tin. It was
like for when you were sick, you would put it in water.
Put it in boiling water and inhale the shit,
right.
The fumes, whatever it was, the menthol.
Yeah.
So we get back to the house, and Queenie's there. And said, did you get the crystals? We said, yeah, we did. Oh, there was another bird. And
I'm not going there with you.
Don't go there with me. And so we said, all right, so what do we do? She said,
we got Dunhill cigarettes.
Dunhill? No. There was no. It was
Chesterfield.
It was somebody's name or something. It doesn't matter.
Well, I'm looking.
Anyway, it wasn't Dunhill.
Okay.
It was in a beige. I don't know. Anyway, so
John Player?
No.
Okay.
That's tobacco. Well, you got all the cigarette brands there?
I do.
Popular English cigarettes, right?
I got them.
Okay. Anyway, I think it began with an M.
So okay.
I totally remember. So anyway, so we said, all right, well, what do we do with these crystals? And Queenie said, okay, well, we'll take one, put it in the end, tap it in the end, and there you go. Like, great, okay. So we take one of these things, and it's like you would expect, it looks like rock candy, but really tiny, right? And she didn't say how much or how big a crystal to put in there. What?
All of a sudden, silk cut.
Silk cut.
Yes.
Thank you. Did you see that, or did you remember?
Silk cut.
Did you see it, or did you remember?
No, I saw it. Meanwhile, you was like, it wasn't evenly distributed.
It's like menthol. Oh! And it was the heck, and
It didn't feel
if
healthy.
you smoke cigarettes, right, in the first place, and you don't have your brand for like a week, it gets pretty bizarre. And you're like just jonesing for a cigarette, just give me a Newport. And when I hit that crystal, it blew the back of my head off. It was like it was like snorting meth or something like that. It just the back of my head just exploded.
Don't bring meth up.
Oh.
He's not in here, but
He's not in here?
please.
Because we're ready for him if he comes in. You want me to test it out?
No.
No? Okay.
Well, you could test it out. We are ready.
How's that? We're ready.
That's right.
Come on in and bum me out. It says Debbie Downer on the button too, which is kind of cool. Anyway, so yeah, that was quite an experience. And then what really starts to happen is you say, well, okay, we should break these crystals up. That's the first thing. So you smash them up and you put a little piece in there, but still the first hit is like, boom. But yeah, that couldn't have been healthy.
No. It felt like at the end of the time we were there, it felt like we got to stop doing this.
And the first thing that we did when we got back to, where did we come? We came and went from Gatwick that first time, right?
Yeah, I think we bought cigarettes in the
We surely
duty-free.
did, duty free. We
Yeah.
bought a carton of Newports and probably
Yeah.
smoked them before we got on the plane.
And then we landed
Oh,
at JFK
God.
after a 7-hour flight.
7-hour flight, we land at JFK.
And you can't smoke on the plane.
Can't smoke on the plane. Once the plane, you can on the plane when it's flying,
Right, but
but
when
not
it
when
lands,
when it lands,
back
no
then,
smoking,
Right.
right? So the plane felt a little funny, but we're on the ground, but we're stopped. And usually, you taxi or you do whatever. We figured somebody's, cutting in front of us or something, but we're sitting there and we can't wait to get off this plane and have a cigarette.
Right.
Because we just bought all these Newports in England and paid like $1,000 for the carton. No, it was like $500. No, it was duty free. So we couldn't wait. You know what I mean? We had them. You can only smoke so many when you're waiting for the plane, and then you can smoke them obviously in the air. But now you're down on the ground. Now you really want to get into it, right? And so they were on the tarmac for about 15 minutes. And they're saying, oh, there's going to be a little delay getting to the gate. No, beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, then an hour goes by.
And an hour goes
Then
by.
2 hours goes by.
And people are starting to freak.
And 3 hours goes by and we lit a cigarette.
We said, fuck this. And we lit a cigarette right up, and that was it. We were just, I couldn't wait any longer.
Yeah.
Bees got in the engine,
And
the
those,
motor.
let me tell you what, I'm glad that monkey's off our back. We stopped smoking when we got a dog,
Yeah, we stopped smoking for the dog.
Cody, because we heard secondhand smoke could kill, and I would not be able to live with myself if my dog, got cancer because of me. So
Well, how would you
I
know,
quit.
really? I mean, I agree with you, and I quit with you, but I mean, how would
No,
you
you
know
didn't
if
quit
that's
with me.
I pretended to
You
quit with you.
pretended to quit with me. He would go and sneak. But then he came around because I would smell
My
it.
girlfriend always had cigarettes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
no food for you.
Now, time for another song.
Really? Is it time for another song?
Yes, it is.
What is the other song that we're going to have now?
Robin Zander Band.
No.
Tell it to the world.
Oh, there you go. Tell it to the world. Okay, we were just talking about this. Maybe that's why.
There you go.
Could be. Okay, here. Well, tell it to the world.
Last time we played here, we started the set with a bunch of rock and roll stuff from the 60s. This time, we're going to start it off slow. Not real slow, but... Ladies and gentlemen, the Robin Zander Band.
Oh,
Oh, shit. This
all
needs
right.
to
So
stop.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, I like that. I could tell. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, I was just dancing.
I thought it was longer than
Missed it.
that.
I was dancing.
I thought it was long.
They're still talking about cigarettes.
Talking about
Is this
cigarettes?
Kitty Bubba Gump doing
Oh,
this?
she. Well, let's get in the conversation.
No, let's not.
Kitty, did you used to smoke?
Well,
Or
no,
does she-
Kitty never did smoke.
Oh,
Frank quit 18 years ago.
that's fair. Okay.
Kitty remembers and the smell of cigarette on your clothes.
On my clothes?
No, you never
On
met
people's
Kitty.
clothes. No, I
You
know.
never met Kitty.
Yeah, but you
People
not.
smoking at work, in the office, everywhere, hated smoke, especially when they sat burning in the ashtray. Sue stopped after high school graduation. Michael Newton quit 22 years ago.
That counts.
Yeah.
We quit, what, in 89?
Frank quit 18. We quit. Yeah, so how many years is that? 99, 2009.
Gotta watch this process. This is the new.
19,
This is the new math.
30.
You remember the new math?
About
This is it.
32 years
You never
ago.
get an answer. It's the new math. You just keep looking.
32 years ago. I have a calculator. Where is it? Uh-oh. Here it is. Okay,
You know,
so
she was shocked when I
shut
told her
up.
her camera could make phone calls.
33 years ago, almost 34, we've quit.
So that's almost half my life. And did people used to, first of all, Frank, did you do some time in White Plains High School before they sent you to the penitentiary? And if so, do you remember on the bottom floor where the gym was and all that stuff, they had the trophies in the case and all that shit, and they had a lung down there, like a cancered lung, and a regular lung, good lung, bad lung? Like, do you remember that?
Well, Sue says club bands had to endure smoke. Steve would be smoking while he was playing the drums
And singing.
and singing,
I mean, I must have
and he would spit it out, and it would do like a little spin.
spit it out on cue and it would, bounce off us. It was just all part of the act. No, that's, man, I don't know how I did that either.
And
I
Mark
don't,
never smoked. So
No.
that must have drove him crazy.
well, he was in a house.
Frank said yes.
What?
He went to White Plains High School before he went.
Do you
to
remember the lung on the, no?
Yes, he remembers the lung.
You do? God, I mean, you got a lung like that, you don't just get rid of it, right? I remember looking at that thing and going, nah. It was a horrible thing to have in it.
Now,
I
Laurie
mean,
smoked all through your Rat Race Squire days. He said he smoked that lung.
I know. Hey, listen, thank God we all woke up because
That's
that's
right.
a bad dream, man. And that's
Hey, man, almost 34 years for us, and our
Almost
dog
34.
saved us.
yeah. And we saved him right back, didn't we?
Yes, we saved him back first.
No, we
We
saved him
saved
back.
him first.
We moved to Florida for him.
Well, but first we saved him from the
Well,
shelter.
yeah. Then I saved him from you.
What? No, you didn't.
You know. No, I didn't, but you know. Burning a dog up.
What the hell are you going to make
Talking
people
ab-
think?
no.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, the ivermectin.
It was an accident.
Now they really are going to want to know. When you start making excuses for something like that, it's like, wait, it'll be Lori Longo burns dog.
No, okay. When he was a puppy, he was a little puppy. He was
You know,
6
they
weeks
know the
old.
story. All right, for
And-
those of you that weren't here, go ahead.
The shelter, Steve went on tour with Leslie.
We had him, I was home for a week. We got him. I spent the first week. He was this big.
So he bonded with him.
And
And
it
then
went
Steve goes off on the road,
off on the road.
and I get a call from the shelter, and it says, "Oh, your puppy's sister has been returned. She has mange. Would you like to return your puppy?" And I went, "No, I love this puppy. I'm not returning him." And they said, "Okay, well, you're going to have to take him to the vet and get it checked out." And I'm like calling Steve. Ah!
Right? What did I say? The minute I leave the house, that's it. oh, something blew up and I don't know what I did, or something crashed through the ceiling. It's like, oh,
Well,
God.
so we didn't have the vet yet. We only had the puppy for a week, and he had his shots and all that.
Yes,
And,
we hadn't even gotten a vet yet,
No,
because you
So-
could keep him for, he was like 6 weeks old. I mean, just 6 weeks old.
this guy we knew that lived a street above us, because we lived on a mountain, said, "Oh, my neighbor's son is a vet," because I had called a vet that someone had recommended, and this was like on a Friday, and they said, "Oh, we won't be able to see you till Monday." And I went, he's miserable, he's crying, he was getting patches of his hair was falling out, and he was scratching the whole time, and I was like, oh my God. And so our friend said, my neighbor's son is a vet, and it turned out to be Dr. Bruce Bumstead.
Yeah, Bruce, Roy Orbison.
Roy Orbison. And he said, come into my office right now and I'll give you something. And I'm like, thank you. Because I was crying on the phone to him.
And see, she's got this voice that she does when she wants whatever it is she wants and has no idea how to get it. This voice comes out. You kind of heard a little of it there, but you got to hear it for real, because it's like, the sirens that can call the sailors to crash into the rocks. It's like that, except she just gets stuff. Nobody crashes. It's
That's
like,
right.
I don't know what to do.
Oh, it's real, though. It's real emotion.
Yeah, well, they're feeling it. I've never seen anybody say, no, you lady.
No. Well, because, I mean...
And I used to look at things like, oh, man of the family, I got to call up and deal with whatever this unfortunate situation is, whether it's a tax thing or whether it's a medical thing or a legal thing. And you know what? I'll be in the living room. Go ahead and get them, kid.
Well, Sue
Insurance.
says, us women do that.
Yeah, no kidding. I have jokes that I could, but I'm not.
All right,
I've
so
seen
let's
it
get
work.
on to burning the puppy. I go to Dr. Bruce Bumstead, and he gives
her a bottle of ivermectin.
right. And he said, instead of him doing the dip and charging me a lot of money or whatever, he gave me a whole bottle for like $8. And he said, all right, you're going to have to dilute this in water. And this,
Told her the
measure
whole
by the
procedure, what to
capsule.
do, right?
Right. So I went home, and because I was hysterical when I was there, I guess I was half listening. And I put the puppy in the sink, and I just poured the bottle on him. And all within 3 minutes, he's shaking and screaming. And I called Dr. Bruce and went, I don't know, something's wrong. He's like screaming and shaking. He went, did you dilute it? And I went, oh, no. He went, wash it off right now. And I washed it off, and he went, whatever was on him is dead. You don't have to do it again.
You don't ever have to do it again.
Oh my God. So that's what he meant by burning the puppy.
And there's nothing worse than being out on the road, and especially when you're going. One thing when you're coming home, all right, I'll be there tomorrow, that kind of thing. But when you've been gone for 3 days and you're going to be gone for 3 months, and you get the call, what does the flashing red light mean? It could mean stop if you were in a car. It could be,
Oh man.
the air conditioner's making a funny sound.
It's always something.
It's unbelievable.
And then I had to steam all the carpets and stuff because he had mange, and there might have been whatever, So the Bruce
Mange
told
beetles.
me, steam all the carpets. It was like, oh my God. Had to do it with Steve not there.
And I saw the pictures. I was gone so long that all the hair that he lost and all that was
Came
all
back.
healed. He looked normal.
And he was like lanky,
All
mid-sized
legs,
puppy.
all
And
legs.
Steve comes home and he went, he acts like this is his house. And I went, it is.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Okay, we're running out of time. We only
Oh,
have
how did that
11 minutes
happen?
left.
What's next?
Okay.
Okay, what?
This one you
Is?
might know from That 70s Show.
Oh,
And
really?
it's
Is this that?
called We're All Right.
I hope that's this one.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Down the street, the same old thing we did last week. Not a thing to do but talk
out
Oh, all right.
of, no, we're all
We
right.
did not know that was them.
Yeah, I
Why did
didn't,
you watch that show?
yeah, it was weird.
Until Steve started playing with Robin, and he said,
We were looking for stuff to do,
he
and he
said,
said,
you want
you
to
know,
play that 70s show?
yeah, but no, he called, what's the name of it?
We're all right.
Is that what it is, really?
Yeah, and you went, you mean the song from that 70s show? And he went, yeah, that's us that's doing it. And you're like, whoa, I didn't know
Okay,
that.
yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, we're all right, people.
Yeah, you know, and for those of you,
And Cody was all right too.
yeah, he was
I
all right.
didn't burn him up.
Not too bad.
I got rid of that mange fast.
One dose. He was a happy dog.
Yes, he was.
That
He
dog
went on
had
tour. He stayed and
yeah, he was in 48 of the 50
he
states.
stayed at the Riot House in LA.
That's right.
Oh, we don't want to go there.
No. Man,
He swam in
we
fountains
were-
in
we were-
Oregon.
we were that was one of the most horrible experiences ever. We were at the outside of our
No, hey.
hotel.
Debbie Downer. We're done with that. There you go. That's for you,
Okay.
Steve.
I've been told.
You have been told.
I've been served.
That's right.
Speaking of
Oh,
being
Lori
served,
Richardson
is something
says-
burning?
Pat says it's a great song in the street song.
Yeah, out in the street or something like
Right.
that. Yeah.
Yep. Well, I don't know how you. Oh, I guess.
I
he's,
wish we
DMing me.
had a number so bad. Did you know it said that?
No. Oh, a joint.
Yeah.
You know they didn't write that song.
Yeah, I know that.
No. It's a good song though. All
Well,
right. Well,
thanks.
we have 2 more songs to play in only 6 minutes.
We're not going to make it through both of them. So should we just go
Well,
to?
one of them is 7 minutes and one of them is 6. Which pick one?
Well, I have to pick the one that was 6, and I think that's the last one.
It is.
Okay, and that's the one that we should end with.
And that's Baby Blue.
No, it's not. No,
6.
it's the Stones
Oh, okay.
song.
It's all over now.
Boom.
Well, baby used to say all night long. She ain't been kind, you know she done me wrong.
so glad that we have these home movies.
That song's almost like this show.
What?
All over now. It's almost all over now, people.
Hey, what do you got, a date?
I got a date with some meatloaf, some mashed potatoes, and some peas.
Well, hard to argue with that. Not getting that at the Olive Garden.
Frank.
Not getting meatloaf, mashed potato, and it's good meatloaf. It's not like my mother used to make meatloaf that made me want to learn how to shoot a gun. I knew how to shoot a gun, but
He learned in camp.
there were things my
Did you go to
he
camp,
learned in
Hackley,
camp.
Frank?
He didn't go to Hackley.
Oh, how do you know?
Because
I might have gone at a different time, just not with you.
I think it blew up after I was there.
You blew it up.
I blew it right up. Although I do remember Buster Keaton filming a Ford commercial there.
Oh, wow. All right, well,
Well, what?
we got 1 minute to go, so let's say
Wait a minute.
tomorrow
Let me get my
night-
watch. Yeah, no, tomorrow night we're going to have fun tomorrow night because we're going to do It's Drummer Night Part 2. We're going to throw back the second half of Alan Child's show.
That's right.
Um,
Drummer for David Bowie.
Yeah,
What's her name? Nona Hendrix.
Nona Hendrix, he was in Rent, in the pit at Rent,
In
for
Play.
Rent, of Rent.
Yep.
And Eddie Martinez, who's played with everybody, and Carmine Rojas, I think he's in tomorrow's.
Yeah, they all
episode.
surprise him.
Yeah.
And it was a fun show. So we're going to play the second half because it was like an hour and a half long, hour and 45 minutes.
Drummer show, so you get that, right?
Okay, so
So, if I don't see you in the future, I'll see you in the pasture.
good night, everybody.
Good night, kids. Be whatever, safe and sound.